everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today here I have an unboxing for you to do. And first of all, let me just say I'm sorry I haven't been posting for quite a bit. And it's just because of everything that's been going on. I just didn't really feel like in the mood. But now I do have this package here that arrived and I want to open it on camera. Now this is from a company called StrideRidge and they're based in Canada. I got a leather cover for them for my B6 bullet journal. They also make pen cases and I think passport covers and little small accessories like that. But here's the B6 cover that I got. I heard about this company through social media, and then when I saw somebody on YouTube called Bandit and Cass showcase it on her channel, I thought I really wanted to try it and also try a local Canadian company, as I'm also based in Canada. So I took out the slip with my mailing address. This is just the packing slip. It hasn't been opened yet and I'm going to open it now. I was going to keep that sticker. Never mind. I'll keep it anyway, but I tore it. So here it is. This is the Stalogy 365 Days Notebook cover in B6. And I got it in the Dublin English Tan leather. So first off, it feels really nice, very soft and smooth. It's got, it's a pull-up leather, so you can see the kind of lighter color here right down the spine. And this here. It smells a lot like leather. I can smell it even though my nose is quite far away from the camera. Or the leather cover. It smells really nice. I did get it in the tan stitching because I wanted a contrast stitching. And you can see the owner's logo right here at the bottom. StrideRidge, pretty unobtrusive. It is a pull-up leather, I remember, so I can probably go like that. Yep. And you can see the... Yeah. So my impressions with this leather is very sturdy. I really like the smell. Let's see. And it is very simple. It is just a leather cover, or what I would call a folio, and it's to fit my B6 size notebook. So it's got a very big pocket here and a very big pocket here. Now, one thing I wanted to say was that this was listed as being able to fit a Stalogy notebook, and it's right there in the title of the product. But I don't have a Stalogy notebook. I have this notebook, and it's a notebook that I cut down to the same size as the B6 Stalogy, so it should work. But the thing is, it was a bit thicker than the Stalogy notebook, and it was about 0.5 centimeters thicker, and I wasn't sure whether or not I would fit because this is meant to fit. It was meant to be a close fit. As far as I could tell on the photo gallery on their website, it was supposed to be a really tight fit just for the Stalogy. So I asked him to make it a little bit wider so that it would fit the extra thickness of this notebook. So let's see how it works. And you can, another thing is, on his website, you could add more options. They have options to add like a secretarial pocket or more card pockets and a pen loop, even 2 pen loops. But I decided to just go only the folio covers. That was the only thing I needed out of this leather cover. So in terms of the height, it fits. Now for the width. Let me just close it like this. See, there is quite a big gap here, which is good. Quite a close fit. Not much. So here it is with the notebook inside, slipped into both the front and back covers. It does fit really well. It's a very tight fit, but it's a good fit. And this is exactly what I wanted, by the way, a tight fit. And here's the view from the side. You can see there's not really much space for you to put the pen loop, which is exactly what I wanted. Again, if I wanted to put a pen with this, I have a writing board here, which I've showcased before, but it's just a plastic writing board with a pen loop stuck to it, and so I could slip it in like as in a bookmark, and then that is where the pen would go. Now let me find a pen. So that's how the pen loop would work, I suppose. One thing I wanted to mention is that the stitching does not go all the way through the leather cover to the back, as some other makers do it. It only stops at the edge here because of that's where the pocket ends. I just really like the feel of this. It feels very soft, but it's also very sturdy leather. When you open it, I think it may need a little bit of training because it's new, but when you open it, it opens and it kind of gets stuck here. But what you do is you kind of press down on this side, and then you open it down further so that it can lay flat. And the notebook itself lays flat, so that's great. And when you close it, you need to make sure that, oh, that closed just perfectly. But sometimes the cardboard cover will kind of catch onto the leather here, so you kind of have to be careful when you're closing it. And this is something I've noticed with a lot of folios. I won't be using this for a while because the notebook that's in here is going to be my bullet journal for, I'm saying July right about now, so the second half of the year. And I will try to update you on how this leather wears and how I'm using it later in the year when I do actually get around to using this. But if you're interested in checking out StrideRidge, I'll put their link in the description below. And they also have besides their actual website, they have an Etsy shop as well. And I think they sell the same things on both sites. So now it's been a couple of days since I got this and unboxed it for you guys. There is something that I want to mention in addition to what I had and what my first impressions were in that initial video. What I wanted to say was, I have moved into this, but instead of using a B6 journal, I decided to move in my B6 Slim journal or notebook. And that's because that's what I'm using at the moment. And so this is the B6 Slim journal. It's the Nanami Paper Cafe Note in B6 Slim. As you can see, the leather cover is quite big compared to the size of the notebook. You can see what a big gap there is. But it still fits because this is B6 Slim, which is basically just a thinner version or skinnier version of the B6. This cover has just either been on my desk or on a shelf or on the little tray that I have. And even from that, it's starting to mark up and it's starting to show wear, and especially on the back. So I'll show you the back. It may be hard to see, but there are now a lot more kind of scuffs and scratches and little bits of indentations that shown up. So I think this leather is going to show those kind of things very easily, and it's going to show wear. But it's also going to look really nice. If you like that kind of look, it's going to look worn, and it's going to kind of change with how you use it. So that's only been 5-6 days that I've been using it, and that's what happened. Next thing I wanted to mention is, and I should have realized this when I was doing the unboxing, but I didn't, and that is the leather that's used here on this inside pocket sleeve and this back pocket here is different from the leather on the outside cover. It looks about the same color, but it's not the same leather. It definitely doesn't feel the same. The texture is much different. The texture is different, and it's also thinner. which is great because it's a pocket. When you compare the back side of this leather, I think it's called the nap, it is much more even. It's not even kind of soft or fuzzy like the inside of the leather cover here of this English Tan Dublin leather. And I'm sorry the book is in the way, but that for me was kind of confirmation that the leather is not the same. This one is a little bit, it's almost like it was shaved down more and made more even and uniform as opposed to this English Tan Dublin leather. And that doesn't really make much of a difference, but it's definitely there, and it's a different type of leather. So once again, I hope that you got some use out of seeing this unboxing video and the quick little update that I just made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.